You want to know how to form Italy fast and reliable? Then you're just right here. Today, I will show you how to form Italy in about the first 100 years without any big problems with coalitions. You might ask yourself now, what is the best nation to form Italy with? Naples, Genoa, Venice, or even Florence? But I have to say no to all of these picks, because my favorite is Milan. And today, I will show you how to make an amazing opener with this beautiful nation. Milan, Iron Man mode, because I like suffering. And let's go. Beautiful history, don't care. Good. Let's start with the most interesting stuff of every guide, the states. Just to this, you should be fine. Don't forget about seizing land and asking for a diet. Getting allies is what I want to do anyway, so I'll take that. Talking about getting allies, let's talk about your friends and enemies. Because you will have a lot of friends and a lot of enemies. I would say Austria at the beginning is a must. We now are in a special situation, actually didn't plan this, where Austria rivaled me. That is actually not bad at all, because that only means that they will rival me for the first few days of the game. The only bad thing that could happen now is that Austria gets too much relations in the meantime. Don't get yourself aside for that. Improve relations. In a few ticks from now, this is not a problem anymore. What I want to do now is build up my army to max. And you might cry about getting a mercenary company now. I agree with you. I will later on, when I go to war, get the mercenary company on top. This allows me to be way stronger and way more flexible. Then, on top of that, I will get a general. I will not get my leader as a general, because I need him to survive for some while. Otherwise, all of my plans are kinda dead. You need him to stay alive. For now, why that is important, I will explain when the time has come. Okay, for now, let's focus on that and just trust me. My second big friend will be Castile. Most of the time, you can also pull off a France ally. You see, he already likes me. The problem is they will not stay your ally for long. Either Austria or France or both will kick you out. The upside of Austria is that if Austria likes you, you can stay in the HRE. And the HRE is nice against coalitions, right? Because you're protected against everyone who's not in the HRE. And HRE even gives you bonuses. So staying a little bit long in HRE can be very nice. This is why I choose Austria and Castile, because you need one ally if both drop you that stays around. And Castile tends to be very loyal in these situations, right? So I like to choose them too. Let's go to speed 4 and get this game rolling. So the first few days have passed and the first alliances have formed up. I see Mantua has no friends, so they're a good war goal. And I see Lucca only has Genoa. I would love to fight Genoa because we have a mission about that. I didn't talk about the missions yet because they're not too important, but let me just say, one mission is to get the city of Genoa, and it's kind of hard because Genoa tends to be friends with nations like France or Austria, like big nations, or they have huge trade unions. I will try to build a spy network in Lucca before all of that happens. A few days have passed, and you might have noticed Austria has no more rivalry with me because they just dropped it. Downside is I had a little bit of bad luck. They got all the relations immediately. It's bad luck. It happens. At this point, I'll just try to improve relations with them later and focus on Spain for now. So rivals, I'm choosing Venice and Genoa. Basically, I'm choosing the nations I plan to attack early on for more prestige, right? I'm waiting for my next rival until I have the war goal ready against Lucca. Why didn't I not fabricate on Genoa directly to keep it more realistic for the guide? Most of the times we'll get way more allies. Right now, in this situation, it would be better to attack Genoa themselves, I know. So the Castilians agree now to a royal marriage. I will stop improving relations and take the royal marriage. This way I save my spot as a diplomatic relation for now. Same you should do with Austria day one, basically. And if they don't say yes immediately and they didn't rival you, you probably forgot to take religious diplomats. So, Lucca, I have enough spy network to get the claim, and I will also put my troops now next to them, and at the same time I will bring up the free company. Why now? Because it's going to be very expensive to stack this, so I postponed the waiting time, right? It's cheaper to have non-merc army, the regular troops, and building the mercs after, because they are quite expensive. Let's declare the war and stack wipe his army, hopefully. You see, overwhelming manpower means you win in those situations, right? My goal is now to not siege Lucca, because I will get a lot of war exhaustion if I siege this first and then siege this, because I got the war goal. That means the war should be over and they give in to my demands, but I want the war to go on. Just leave 1k so they can't build an army up. Normally I would build a spy network now in Genoa, but I really need to improve relations with Spain and Austria, so I need my diplomats for that. I need friends. And because our economy is not that bad and with the burger loans, we actually have a little bit of time for that, so it doesn't matter. Actually broke through it. It was really lucky. Wow. Could storm it. Don't want to, because manpower is going to be a problem all game. You will see. Wow, I did annihilate them. That was lucky. Okay, now go to the main siege, and I will actually try to take Genoa and maybe Corsica. I just saw there's an opening in Austria's court, so I will just do that now. And yep, beautiful. As I told you, don't get scared. You should get this. And if not, go with France. But for my strat, we actually need Austria, because they're next to the Venetians, and mostly they will help you to fight the Venetians early on for a little bit of land. You have 2 cores you need for missions, so that is actually very good that they help you there, right? Well, the Castilians are at war with Portugal. Portugal. I've actually never seen that. Castile and France being friends is something you really rarely see in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna show you a little trick. This goes up to 50 with most nations, which means they will join a coalition, right? And every year after December, so sometime in January, the AE will tick down by 2, right? So I'm gonna wait for December, end the war, and then 1 month ticks, and they all go down to 48, and they will not join a coalition anymore. Only Genoa, and Genoa will have a truce with me. So this way I avoid a coalition that goes up to 50. Easy trick. Maybe you will need it, maybe you don't. So, first mission done, subdue Genoa, easy mission. We get some trade power and some claims. That's very helpful. And these are permanent claims, so that's quite nice to get them early on, right? As always, I don't get the Renaissance. Actually, like, jokes aside, I did like 10 test runs of this with my stream and everything. I never got it. Not a single time. I will vassalize them. Main reason being AE. Second reason being I like strong duchies as an edict. But I'm gonna get rid of the mercenaries now because I don't need them anymore. And it just costs a lot of money. So, they want to peace out. Vassalization is a go. And I'm gonna ally Austria. And after that, I'm gonna ally the Castilians as soon as I can. That Austria we kind of need right now. Because if I promise Austria land, they will help me with a war against the Venetians right now. Be careful, though. You have to babysit the Austrians here. Currently, the AI is really bad playing together with a player. So they will just send a lot of the troops into the enemy, expecting you to help, or not helping you in fights, expecting you to fight on your own. Just follow their troops, babysit them. Otherwise, they will just be stack wiped by the Venetians again and again. You will lose this war, even though you are way superior in numbers, right? And yeah, we have a little bit of a fan club around us now. This is a demand that we get back the province I want anyway, and we get manpower recovery. So definitely gonna take this mission, because I want to have more Pope points in the long run. I'm also gonna take an alliance with the Pope. And yeah, I would say we are ready for this war now. And you're already seeing the Venetians are kind of ruthless. They're already stack wiping everything that's in their way. And the Austrians are going away with 1 10k and 1 8k, while the other AI goes around with a 23k or 24k stack here. So one of them is intelligent and just puts all of the troops together to stack wipe, and the other one is my ally. Great. See what I mean? They try to stack wipe the 10k. I'm babysitting them. Because you have to do that. We have the defense bonus, so we should actually just win this. But still, the 10k would have been gone in the meantime. Honestly, just gone. And we are literally doing the same battle again. You can't make this up. I really hate how the Venetians are very coordinated, and my AI is just going away with 8k stacks, and he's like able to do it at 23 stack, which is the way to do it, right? Because the AI is doing not a good job, and in that case, just take a few loans. I know, it hurts, I know, I feel you. But we have the free company again, and we have the free Swiss guard, which we should really take. Why? Because if we have the free Swiss guard and piece anyone out, we complete this mission, which gives us minus 10% mercenary cost and 5% discipline for mercs for the next 30 years. That is really good. Together with these two companies, I should be able to fight the Venetian army, and the Austrians should be able to siege down whatever they want to. And hey, I got stability. Austrians being attacked. I'm trying to reinforce them as fast as I can. And it could be too late, but nope. Oh, this was like, we lost so much troops, but these are mostly Austrians, right? But the Venetians losing that much troops is horrendously bad for them. Oh my god, the losses on their side. Beautiful. Beautiful. After a very long time, I'm finally able to piece Siena out. This allows me to finish this mission here. Yes, and that should make this war a lot easier, because it's basically only the Venetians left now. This was a very hard war, and it really didn't need to be. I tried to include it to this guy as best as I can. I'm gonna delete the merc companies again, because they are costing me a horrendous amount of money. So, it's time now to make my leader general. Why? Because I want him to fall over and not stand up again. I'm gonna be honest. I really need the disaster of the Ambrosian Republic to trigger, otherwise I will have a problem, because this is the main reason why I like Milan. They get an amazing government. I like republics, and I like really strong republics. They're becoming a really strong republic. So improve relation with France. Why? Because sometimes they enforce peace, which could ruin this entire thing here. Try to keep it up, otherwise you will have a problem. Just, you know. As a heads up. I worked a lot with mercenaries, but long term I don't like to do this, so I will go into noble officer corps. This gives me more army tradition, professionalism, and yeah, I'm a noble influence, but it doesn't matter. I like the other bonuses a lot. Because I can, I will do it. Papal embassy makes everything a little bit more expensive, but I like the yearly papal influence. It's very good. And it happened. I just died. I have a regency now. this means that this disaster, the Golden Ambrosian Republic, will start to trigger. Why is this a thing that I like? Because the government behind it is really, really good. The disaster is annoying, but yeah, after 10 years it will stop. You have the right conditions set. The most important thing now is that we remember the year, because it doesn't tell you how long it takes for the 10 years to pass. So if that disaster starts to happen, just look at the date once, try to remember it. 10 years from now, you should have everything in place to stop the disaster. And I just saw that I got Ferrara because I helped the Castilians and they gave it to me, and I hope that's not too much AE. It's not good. I got land for free. That's cool. And the Austrians just got Hungary. That's so good. That's going to be very helpful. I mean, if they... You will see why this could backfire a lot in a second, but it's not too bad, okay? It's kind of good. We get a new government, we become a republic, and yeah, our neighbors get war goals on us, which is not good. We lose 2 stability. Yeah, if you have some points left before disaster triggers, try to boost the stability. I didn't really have enough, so yep. I'm gonna take a bureaucratic candidate. Why? Because I need a lot of admin points to fix that. Yeah, that's all. Basically, we need to reach 0 stability. You will get events that help you with that, by the way, just as a heads up. And over here, you basically have the choice between losing 2 stability or 1 stability. Losing 2 stability means you get an amazing general, but he will try to coup your government and you will lose 2 stability to stop that. Losing 1 stability is he will join the enemy's armies and you will lose 1 stability. Yeah, normally, if you're at peace, just take the 1 stability hit. If you are at war, take the 2 stability hit, because, you know, you don't want the Venetians to get a godlike general that helps them. On the positive side right now is that I'm at -2 stability, as you might have noticed. So if I lose 2 stability, I only lose 1 stability. So I can still appoint him with no problem. You see what I'm doing here? Getting a free general, let's go. And I have no general at the moment, so it's actually not too bad. And I like how my allies deal with my rebels. It's actually very helpful. I don't have the manpower for that. Oh, the Castilians are getting spanked so hard by the Aragonese. It is not even funny. So, this is the dangerous event I talked about. The Milanese succession. France and Austria, and with Austria I mean the Emperor of the HRE, get a chance to get a PU war goal on you. I would say a 30% chance to say no. You can't change it with any relations. I saw a France that hates me, not doing it. I saw an Austria that hates me not doing it. Yeah, it's just RNG. Let's see. What did the Austrians choose? The Austrians will break the alliance because they took the Union, and the French also took the event, so that's kind of a worst case scenario. Both of them want to get my throne. Both of them will claim me, so I have to stick to other allies from now on. I would say Bohemia is a good choice. I'm going to start improving with them. Just plan ahead. As soon as you end this war, the Austrians will drop you as an ally. In that case, if they don't claim your throne, you're fine. Now, not so fine. This is why we have the Castilians, by the way. They're our plan B. If both drop us, we're fine. And oh my god, did they take a lot of land. What the... Aragon, why? Okay, we have a very weak ally now, so let's hope Austria stays around for a little bit longer. But you see, they switched to domineering because they have the war goal. It's for 25 years, don't forget that. They normally lost it after 5 years, which apparently was a mistake. That was a coding mistake. Now they lose it, like, not at all. They have it for 25 years. It's very scary. So, here's a bad disaster. Either you get a military rule under the good general and you will become a military dictatorship. Why is that bad? The ruler itself is really good, 5 for 5, right? The problem is a military dictatorship turns into a monarchy after the ruler dies, so you lose all of the upsides of being a republic. Yes, later on you can switch back, but that's just a waste of time. I will just accept the pretender rebels that Austria, thanks God, will get rid of for me, and lose 2 stability. You might have noticed I'm at -3 stability now, so yeah, I don't care about the -2 stability, so I'm just taking this and it's basically for free at this point. Good, I'm gonna peace out now. The Austrians will not be happy and the Pope will also not be happy, but think about it, the Austrians will not give you anything anyway, right? They're basically breaking this alliance after this war, so I'm gonna peace out. Yeah, they will get a lot of money, but it doesn't matter, right? We get our course back, we finish a mission, and I actually fought this war for so long. I am very deep in debt, and I have to get rid of this now. Also, improving my stability once should do a lot here, and I will get new rivals. As you might see, I'm very popular with my neighbors, and I will rival... Good question. Savoy, I would say. Savoy is a good next war goal. See, Austria wants to break the alliance now. Yeah, the Shadow Kingdom also happened around the same time now. So yes, we will leave the HRE now. It is what it is, right? Good luck for that event. Getting free civility and Republican tradition, both things we really want. And I have amazingly high Republican tradition right now. The situation really played into my hands. This is not the norm. I'm gonna say this straight up. Yeah, try to bank Republican tradition here. So, time to leave the HRE. Very sad, but very necessary. Otherwise, you get a huge negative effect on us for not being allied with the Emperor and being like a dishonored subject or something like that. You don't want that. First reform I like to take here is Republicanism, because it gives you more Republican tradition, and it's just very nice over the course of this. We will have a lot of re-elections, and that costs a lot of Republican tradition. Yeah, having more of that to get stronger leaders over time is just very good. Now I'm just waiting for a leader that's not about to die after one term, and then I'm actually gonna put this Republican tradition to good use. So, 31. I'm gonna upload this dude. He seems fine. I fabricated a war goal on Mantua. I'm gonna declare this exclusive war here, if it allows me to get rid of these rebels have been here for a while. I might start to build up a small navy and got a few loans around this time too. Ignore that. The economy will be fine. Hope it up. Don't fill off that event. First idea group, I'm gonna go with innovative. Why? I just like it. I'm behind in tech right now, and innovativeness helps you a lot. Especially the long-term effect of getting cheaper technology so you can use the point for different things is just really good. Really, really good. So, I'm gonna try something risky. I'm taking out every unit that is not at full strength. And then I'm gonna try to make a naval landing. I built myself a few transport ships, so let's see where this goes. Just as a hint, if you see your troops starting to lose, try to get the troops that are coming too late out of the ships so they can run back to your homeland. Because right now, they're fleeing back on my ships because there's enough space for my troops. Otherwise, it would have just gotten stack wiped. Just as a hint, if you see you're not winning, do that. Oh my god, I finally won a battle. I had so many rotations of that, I'm gonna be honest, at least 5. I lost a lot of manpower there. But getting this island is actually quite important for what I'm planning. No spoilers though. So I will take frequent election because it will allow me to upgrade my leader more often. I just like this a lot. I do it too, right? Absolutism is not a thing that matters right now, so it's just win-win. Taking Corsica for myself, bump, and now going over here and vassalizing Mantua. I really want to get strong duchies, just to have this more under control, and another reason that I will share later. And look at that, the disaster is over. I'm gonna upgrade my stability one more time, so I get all the way up to 3. There we go. This mission is done. Beautiful. So the truce with the Venetians just ended, and I noticed they are currently at war with the Ottomans. I feel like I'm gonna attack them. Gonna use an excommunication war because they are really good. And you know what? Let's go. Okay, I did something a little bit evil. I knew the Pope would take these provinces. I want them for myself, so I waited until I occupied them. And now I'm gonna let him join the war. Is it rude? Yes. But does it give me everything I want without giving him anything? Also yes. So I would say this is a win-win for me. And me again. Can I say I'm not a big fan of what the Ottomans are doing in this game. And Southern Italy. So that should weaken the Venetians a lot. I will come back later for more, but this should kind of repair my economy and give me a lot of other stuff. So, let's go. Oh, what? I'm gonna be five-head about this. Pay back my burger loans and get myself new burger loans to pay back more normal loans. I know. Getting debt to pay back debt. That's the one and only way to do it, right? I have to say with this run, I'm not very lucky with everything, right? There's a lot of things that kind of work against me. But seeing that I still progress kind of gives me confidence that I'm showing you a good guide. Because if I struggle a lot because the RNG is bad and I'm still able to pull it off, you with just slightly better RNG will have an easy time, right? So I got an alliance with Bohemia now, so I'm gonna sacrifice my alliance with the Pope temporarily. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that, and I could risk an excommunication. On the other side, I'm a republic, so if I get excommunicated, it's for a very short amount of time because I can just re-roll the ruler and improve the relations in the meantime. With that all said, I will declare war now on Ferrara to get their land, and we'll see how that ends. Hopefully, good. Home army stack wipe. Let's carpet siege his nation real quick, and all of this should be fine. If I wanted to rush Italy, I could actually demand Rome in this. The outrage wouldn't be that big, but I want this to be more of a reliable chill guide than just form Italy as fast as possible. Basically, this is a very adaptable guide. I give you a baseline here and you build around it, right? Just use it to your own volition. That was a big amount of money from the Pope. Beautiful. And for this year, I'm going to vassalize Ferrara. Why? It is way cheaper to vassalize them, right? I'm actually going to give them back the province of Ferrara. So funnily enough, I could avoid the warning from the French by allying them, right? So I will do that now, ally the French, and call them in a war against Savoy, and promise them land from Aragon, or the other way around. You will see what I try here. It's a little bit cheeky, right? But it could just work. It sounds stupid, but it could just work. I just learned that the warning actually stays, which is really weird. But what I could do to get rid of it, and it sounds so stupid, is attack Aragon, instead of Savoy and call in Castile. It's gonna be a very big war, but with the right help, I could actually pull this off. I'm gonna risk it all and declare the war for this island over here. How I will get over there, I'm not 100% sure yet, I'm gonna be honest, but I feel like with the help of the Castilian Navy, I should be able to pull it off. Otherwise, I just occupy the capital city, which should also just work. Let's risk it. So my main goal with Savoy is to just storm them down and get them out of the war as fast as possible. I really hope Castile is able to pull this off for a while, because I just need them to hold out for a little bit. Oh, yep, they're next to me. Retreat, retreat. I feel like they're about to make a huge mistake here, because there's an Aragonese army around the corner. Oh no, they actually won. They're way outnumbered, but I feel like the army performed quite well over there. The AI sometimes randomly pieces out very, very early. I hope the Castilians don't do it this war. So, money and... yeah, that's basically it. Wait, is Castile winning this? Defending the capital city, there were 10k less men in this army from the Castilians. If you look at the numbers here, and they're winning. What? Castile best nation? What? They just dominated that battle. Good. The second idea will go into quality ideas. I just really, really like the combination of quality and innovativeness at the moment. The infantry combat ability is just so good in the early game, and it doesn't really lose importance throughout the game. Yes, cannons become more important after a while, but I feel you still use infantry in every battle, so it still contributes to that, right? And you get it 10% here, and then the combination is another 15%. So it goes up to 25% infantry combat ability. Crazy, in my opinion. If you have better ideas, always put it in the comments. You will help other people. If there is like a huge mistake, something I made, I will pin the comment. Just stay civilized down there. I'm a human being. I make mistakes in my guides. So if you have improvement ideas or didn't know something, just let me know, right? Makes me happy, helps other people. And look how much we dominated this war. We're already at 65%. So I'm gonna be a little bit rude. Try to take this, yes. And I'm also gonna try to take a small island over here. And I'm gonna try to take a lot of money. We have to give it to the Castilians. They are doing God's work in this war. Look, they're fighting again and they're winning. They deserve so much. Okay, I'm gonna give them land. That's it. They're doing way too good. I'm gonna give that land back to Castile. Bum. They deserve it so hard. And no one is mad. It's just Florence and Venice. Wow. Oh my god, the money's so good. I have only one loan left, and it's a burger loan. So good. I'm gonna do something you basically didn't expect me to say. I'm gonna chill for a little bit. And we're loan free for the first time in a long time. Don't get used to it. I actually got it. I went for Inflation Reduction Advisor and Trade Efficiency Advisor, and I got Radical Reforms, which is an event that you can get if you have these both. Basically, you can give up both of them and get a lot of mana points for that, and I'm gonna do that. So I feel like because we are times at peace, let's talk about the mission tree now, okay? The beginning is very stressful war-wise, and I'm also giving myself a handicap that is important for later. I didn't show it because it's not important for the guide. It's just a bonus for the end of the video. But let's talk about the missions. Best half of this mission tree before you go into another tag is the peace part, where you develop Milan up to 30 development and then develop the entire Lombardian lands, then be rich, and then get an amazing permanent modifier for being a huge capital in Italy, right? You get 10% tax modifier, 10% trade modifier, and 15% institution spread, which is amazing. These are all local modifiers for Milan, but still, they stay forever and they're really good. And for that, you need to develop. So if you are a republic and just have good rulers and also save points by getting into innovativeness ideas, you will have an easy time getting through all of these missions. No problem. So, developed a little bit. First mission done. Getting cheaper construction costs. Hey, look at this. We got Leonardo da Vinci. As Milan, as far as I can say, you always get him. And he's amazing, so use him. 50% off, level 3 advisor. Yeah, he's just really good. Use him. And at this point, I actually have the economy to support in while having all of my forts active and drilling my army. So we are in the golden era of this game without actually being in the golden era of this game. But you know what? Normally I wouldn't use it now, but I'm making a guide. I'm not playing this for much longer. Let's use it now. Now we are actually in the golden era of this nation. And funnily enough, the golden era makes it 10% cheaper to develop, so we now have a minus 20% modifier. Cool. It's actually really good. Finally, the French warning is gone, and I can attack whoever I want without getting in conflict with the French, I would say. Yeah, I'm gonna attack Savoy now, use this opportunity. I'm gonna call in the French and every ally I can, just because I don't want to lose a lot of manpower. And also very important, I'm gonna break the alliance between France and Florence by letting them fight against each other in this war, right? This war should be pretty smooth sailing, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, I'm dominating this war with my allies. This is so strong. The French are still a problem, and this is why I try to fight them early on, but this game really didn't allow me to do that. They also kind of really early on decided they didn't like me. The Spanish fell apart, so I needed someone else to kind of fill in, and the French were actually really helpful. I'm just gonna say I had a lot of games where I played with the French until they decided to not like me anymore and just attacked me. And I helped them to grow them so big at this point, and yeah, that's just not fun, trust me. I'm gonna peace out Florence because I don't really want them to be around anymore, and I want to have a short peace. So, piecing them out, money, and a little bit of land back to the Castilians, because I'm nice. So I'm gonna do this kind of aggressive peace deal, where I'll try to take nearly everything, and just not this, because that would be way too much. Look at that, the coalition is a little bit big. Actually allows me to be a Grand Republic now. How about that? I feel like if I want to form Italy, I have to enter alliance with the Pope at some point, and I feel like the moment is kind of now. Yeah, I just contracted to 2 wars. Can't really do anything against it, because I need the alliances against the coalition. I don't want to fight Austria, I'm gonna be honest. Even though the Austria front migrated into Switzerland, which is, I guess, something. And I got a crusade modifier, which funnily enough is better for taxation. And I see why. There's a crusade against Tunis, and, you know, I'm helping against that too, so nice. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so ahead of technology. It's crazy. This is why I love republics. If you have like high republican tradition and you can keep it up there, you can just endlessly keep strong leaders around. By the way, just so you know why I'm not stressing myself with uniting Italy, because I need admin tech 10 anyways, right? Still not even close to admin tech 10. It will take another 13 years before it becomes, well, let's say 10 years before it becomes affordable. There's colonialism in a way. So yeah, in 10 years, I could easily take all of this if I want to stress myself. As I said, I even gave myself a handicap. I will resolve that very soon. Yeah, but take your time with this conquest. I basically need only 2 more cities, which is, you know, Florence and Rome. There is no pressure though, because the hard-coded technology condition is there anyway, so, you know, nothing you can do against that. I don't know what's up with that leader, but he survived so much longer than everyone else. It's funny he's a sin and I'm at war with the Pope. I guess the lore of this character goes deep. He wants to stay around until the papal state has fallen. I respect that. Look at that. Colonialism in my nation. Now we don't even have the tech problem anymore and only have the year now always. Beautiful. Pope, I don't even want money from you anymore. I just want to get the Aragonese and English alliance gone. So the next one I'm going to do against you is going to be way easier. Nothing else, just the shortest treaty possible. Bum. And for this beautiful nation, I'll just take the land for myself. Now that I have some time, let's talk about the handicap I gave myself. Basically, I want to form Sardinia Piedmont. I know, maybe it has been obvious, maybe it hasn't been. But I didn't statify a lot of these states just because I want to do this. Piemontenese is now my main culture, and if you're intelligent, you don't develop the land before you do this, if you plan on doing that. It's not important for the Italy guide, I just like Sardinia Piedmont. Now the only thing I'm missing, if you look over here, administrative technology 10, and Savoy is not allowed to exist. With all the bad luck I had this game, I had good luck with getting the provinces I need for Sardinia Piedmont. And yeah, I should be able to squeeze this nation in between Italy. Is it important for this guide? No. Do I like to form this nation when I play here? Yes. Back to the priority of developing these provinces, because we still need to get this mission done before we form Sardinia Piedmont. I really meant that you should take this before you switch, right? Oh yeah, and I have the honor to statify all of these provinces now and have a huge deficit of admin points, because I never statified any provinces so far. Ah yes, beautiful. My income should go up even more now though. And if you didn't know, this is why I kept my vassals around for so long, cause I get more payments from them than from territories. So I'm gonna start to integrate my vassals now, cause I don't need them anymore. But they were a great help in the war, so I'm gonna be honest. Before you integrate them, don't forget to take this here, the nobility integration policy. It will give them more liberty desire, but they are cheaper to integrate and you don't get any penalties from integrating them, right? Normally you get -3, a diplomatic reputation. This way you don't get it. You can min-max this and wait right before you integrate them and then take this, but I always forget about it, so I'm just gonna take it now. I'm just gonna tell you there is a min-max way. I just always forget to do it, so I'm not doing it. By the way, a cheeky trick I learned, if you really want to min-max this, wait for your ruler to be 666, right? And then change from frequent voting to sortation. Why? Because you will keep the ruler until he dies. And he lives longer, so I can show you this trick now. I'm gonna change to this, giving up 50 government reform progress, and once he dies, I'm just gonna go back to frequent election and do it again. The only thing you lose is government reform points, which are of course still very good for these reforms. But if you wanna keep good rulers, exploit this. I've never seen someone use this before like this. It was an epiphany I had in a stream, and it's really good. So I will subjugate Florence now. This will make all of this reconquest way easier, and yeah, that's basically it. And another nation I want to release now, it's actually not Sicily, but Neaples. Because the entirety of Neaples got annexed in these wars. And I just noticed that. So if I fight the Pope, I can actually get some of these provinces back and some of these provinces back. By the way, I also got this province from Savoy. And Savoy is only these two provinces in the vassal. So they should stop existing very soon if the French notice them on the map. That's my master plan. And I sacrificed a little bit my technology, but I developed all of this now. Mainly the capital, because of a mission for this anyways. And we get this beautiful mission now where we get silk in Como. And the next mission is to be very rich and own 5 manufacturers. You can imagine this kind of goes hand in hand. If you have manufacturers, you make more money. So yeah, that mission is not too hard. Just build manufacturers, look where is it profitable, and yeah, go from there. And my plan worked. Savoy is being attacked by the French as soon as the truce is over. Beautiful. Also integrated Pereira, so yep, good things happening. Mantua, you're next. Look at that timing. Savoy is about to be deleted, and I've reached admin tech 10. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna go with espionage, because it has become a very good idea group, not just for the AE, but also for the siege ability and the advisor cost. Aragon just got deleted in this war. The Spanish and the French teamed up. Yep. They're gone. Had a little bit of a timeout, but I can do 2 things now. Firstly, I can form Sardinia Piedmont whenever I want. Still gonna finish these missions, so I need a little bit of more income here. Secondly, I can declare war on the Pope now, because the only reason why I didn't do it was an alliance with Castile, which was stupid. But their war just ended. I broke the alliance between them with favors, and now we go in and just do a lot of quote-unquote reconquest. Let's go. Good. War over. Let's demand some land back. This is a little bit of land I can demand here. And I feel like I'm gonna go real greedy and also take this to complete the state. Beautiful. I would say that's Nile and Italy united. We're like 1 war away from getting everything. I mean, yeah, not the Ottoman part, but you know, the part I need. Talking about the French becoming dangerous after a while. They don't like me as much anymore because they want my stuff. Yeah, not good. So after a very, very long life of nice, my ruler finally went to the gods. But you see, my Republican tradition is still so high, which is the beautiful thing about this thing I just did. And the ruler lived for a very long time. This mission is done, gives me amazing development area here. So bam, more development in these provinces. And now I get all roads lead to Milan. Getting the amazing permanent modifier on Milan. I make so much money, and now on top of all of that, I can go down a whole different mission tree. Sardinia Piedmont. As I said, you don't need to do this, but if you get the chance to do this too, do it, right? Don't statify, work with vassals, and then flip culture, right? If you don't know how I did it, by the way, you can culture flip if the culture is over 50% of your stated culture. So I basically didn't statify anything, then the provinces over here and the capital city, which have to be statified, and just developed this a lot. So it's over 50%, right? And then I flipped over. Now I statified everything and it's all back to normal. But that was the challenge that I kind of gave myself, and I still have these edicts going, so I should remove them now. I have developed in a while, I feel bad. Now, going on to the beautiful color of toothpaste. It looks so good though. I'm gonna keep my Milan traditions just because this is a Milan guide in a way, right? And I do like them a lot, they're very good. This gives me a whole new mission tree, but the best modifier is over here. Powerhouse of the North. For this I need to have 30 development and 5 buildings in the province of Torino. Then I need to have 12 manufactories, a lot of money, and that's basically it. The development we already have, cause, you know, we needed to culture flip, so I developed this a lot already. Yeah, but this is a permanent modifier, stays forever, 5% administrative efficiency, and 10% goods produced modifier. Really good. This is why I like to play Sardinia Piedmont before going to Italy. This is just very nice to have. So that's gonna be a big war. I would say the good news here are that I don't really have to care about England, because they're not gonna do a lot. And because I've become so arrogant, I'm gonna play this war in 5 speed. Funnily enough, through this war, my allies build up the troops, which means I have the mission strength and numbers done. Amazing. So, Aragon is out. I'm gonna demand these things. Can't demand more. Couldn't co-belligerate them. But that's already a lot, so I'm not complaining. Now let's take care of Austria. Vienna has fallen. And the Austrian Empire is crumbling to the Sardinia Piemontine might. So I should really piece the Austrians out now. The main reason being, if they're too weak, the Ottomans will attack them, and I really don't want the Ottomans to be that much stronger. I'm gonna humiliate them. I'm gonna take the 2 provinces I wanted, because, you know, it's already the coalition is big enough. Piecing out Austria now. Let's go. Capture Venice. Done. Yep, small potential coalition, but most of them have a truce with me, so it doesn't matter. Hey, Pope still loves me. If I want to take his land, let's go. So, I couldn't do it before, but I'm gonna switch to parliamentarism. Why? I just really like the parliament as a system. It's really good. It removes the nobility as an estate, which kind of is annoying for all the modifiers we had with them, but it gives me a lot of crown land back, and the bonuses you get from a parliament as a medium-sized nation are amazing, especially in the beginning. They can be so good. And if you didn't know, every province that is a parliament seat, like here, gets really good bonuses. Austria crying about losing the province. No. Good. We finished that mission now, so we're one step closer to the thing I want over here. I find it funny, we currently have a Grand Council that has a Savoy dynasty. So it's all coming together, I guess. Truce with the Pope expired. Let's go in and take what we came for. Rome. The Ottomans just rivaled me. Okay, I guess you're one of the big boys now. And Powerhouse of the North, done. Can actually go into Italy now. No problem. This is the one thing I really want from this mission tree. The rest is nice and okay, but no permanent modifiers. One thing I would actually also like to do is get Alpine fortifications, because you can get a free upgrade for a fort you don't unlock for a very long time. I'm just stuck with this mission. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not really sure what they want from me. If you know, please let me know in the comments. You could help other players. But I feel like I meet nearly all the conditions and it's very confusingly written. So something about allying a rival of a nation. I don't know. And yes, I made the Pope a Sioux. I'm sorry, Pope. It's like 2 Sioux also in France. But I feel like the French are about to take this. I'm not sure though. I have a feeling. Just a feeling, you know? Just need to annex Florence now, and then I can actually form Italy. Beautiful. So, Florence has been integrated, and that allows me to do this. Bam! Italy formed in 1550, so about 100 years. And that with memes, because I really didn't need to do the city near Piedmont stuff. I'm gonna be honest, this campaign, even though it was hard at some point, was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this, let me know. And if you want to see more of this campaign, also let me know. Besides that, have a great day. Until the next video, bye.